Today we have a legit $1 bill. Even says legit on it. Has a little smiley face and it has the $1 bill sign. So it is truly a legit dollar bill. Fun thing is you could actually cash in or make money from it. I'll show you how. We get the $1 bill and we actually can, believe it or not, tear it in half. Like so. Now it seems like I just ruined a legit $1 bill. That's terrible of me. But we can actually have some fun with it. We actually get the pieces and crumple up the pieces, each other's, into our hands. And check this out. I just get it and slowly push them inside and actually just give them a squeeze. Each one can produce a 50-cent piece. Just like that. My name is Dan, and I hope you have a good one. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the little quickie trailer for, what do we call this piece? I call it illusion versus reality. So that's what we'll call it, illusion versus reality. And it's a fun little idea. Originally it was going to be done with 4 quarters, but I couldn't find 4 quarters during our little coronavirus time. So I just opted for 50-cent pieces, but I will cover fun little ideas we can get into with this little fun effect. So first let me tear off. I'm creating this, it's sticky, that's one crumpling. And we're going to create a little message. So the message in this case will be the $1 bill that we're going to use. And I just want to make it fun and exciting for everyone. So that's why I wrote, in this case, I wrote legit in big bold letters, $1 bill, so people can see it, legit $1 bill. You could just keep it like that. But if you want to have extra fun with it, just so you can kind of sell people on it, not really, but just have fun with it, I tend to write in all 4 corners of $1 bill. So I write the $1 bill on all 4 sides, and I write a little happy face. It's just comical and it's just crazy. This is a setup for the $1 bill we're going to use for this effect. We've already set that up. We have 2 50-cent pieces. You can use quarters. You could actually tear this bill into quarters. I'm going to first give you a couple ideas before I do the one I did. You could cut this and you can rip it into quarters. Actually have 2 quarters in each hand palmed. You push the pieces inside, squeeze, and now you've got 4 quarters in there, which I'll cover the method to be able to do so. In this case, I just did this one. And one final idea, just give you some ideas to play with before we go into the method. We can turn to 50-cent pieces, and then you can still have like 4 quarters palmed if you can do it. Or, you know, and then we can produce them, take 2 into one hand, then do a false transfer, like a fingertip, a finger palm false transfer, and a squeeze, and then you could show 4 quarters. And then showing 4 quarters, put one of the quarters away, and you can clean up with all the dirty work, the half dollars, put them away, and there you go. There's different ideas to play with this routine. But let's go into the method I did in this case. We're going to require 2 thumb tips in this case. So 2 thumb tips, and then we have the legit $1 bill, and then we have each $half palmed in each hand. So the best way to do it is as a comical gag for a friend, is like a one-off thing. This is more of just a one-off thing you want to do, and what brings this whole thing together is the little sign. So this allows you to hold it out and look very, very natural, hiding 2 thumb tips and going for this. You could have each one set in your pocket, a thumb tip in each, and $half, but you have to make sure the thumb tip is adjusted right and everything. So sometimes it's better just to be in this position and then go right into the routine. So we got this, and again, if you're doing it with quarters, you could just fold into 4 and tear it into 4 and then produce the quarters and you're done. But in the case of, oh, my froggy fell. But in the case of this routine, we're going to do it like this, just for context. Okay, I'll actually set this froggy to the side for a bit. I'll work on the tape later. And you say we're going to tear up this is a legit $1 bill. Gag, they're having fun with it. You tear it in half using the thumb tips, and they can see it. And you're like, oh, you tore it up. And you say, no, we're having fun with it. And so they can check out the pieces, or they could check it out. And you just want to get yourself into this position where you remove the thumb tips. You want to be on just the loose part so they easily come on and off. Take them off, and now you're in this position where the thumb tip is in each hand, like so. We've torn in half. We set it right there. You can even turn it over, and then when you're turning over, you can come back and relax for a second and unlatch the thumb tip so you're like this, holding them in each hand. And now we take each piece and then we crumple it into a small little ball in each hand, covering the angles on the thumb tips. Just crumpling them real tight, and then inserting them inside the thumb tip. Each one, giving them a squeeze, making sure it's clear that the sleeves take no part in this. You don't want people to excuse the sleeve as a reason for how the whole method happened. Give it a squeeze, and then you can drop just like a slidini style or a flying eagles coins across. You just let the coin fall from the finger palm. Your fingers are flat. Go like this. Thumb tips are towards the audience, so you could just come up, relax, slidini style, and then you can show the 50-cent pieces. And then from there, you can relax, let the audience engage. You can ditch the thumb tips. There's many ways to play with it, or you can hand them out first. You can hand out the 50-cent pieces to each spectator so they can examine it and then ditch. But basically, you ditch, and then you're all good. And now you got two 50-cent pieces to go into the next trick, whatever it may be. Later, I'm going to publish 2-coin masterpiece, where this is that trick I just did, the illusion versus reality, is actually the perfect opener to a 2-coin masterpiece, which I'll eventually cover in a later jam session. So, in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed these little ideas on illusion versus reality, and it's a great little opener with a little gag to it. Thank you. Final thought I just had and just came up with the last second, rereading my notes. If you get one of the legit $1 bills, but instead make it a $2 bill, and if you tear it into quarters, it actually, you could squeeze it logically, it would become $half. So if you want to do a 4-coin routine, the best way to open up, it could just be a legit $2 bill, tear it in half, tear it into quarters, then squeeze both inside, then do the palming act, the palm lifting up action, and then you got 4 $half, 2 on each side, and then they're blown away. You can hand those out as you bring out your pack cards or whatever, giving you logical reason, or checking for the pack cards, giving you logical reason to be able to ditch the thumb tips, and then you're left clean. That's just a cool idea to open up with, and my final thoughts on the illusion versus reality, and I hope you enjoy it.